All right, guys. So now we're gonna edit the footer. Now, if you have a fact page and a contact page or a shop, you can obviously keep these. I'm going to delete the about us because I don't have that. You can keep that and make that your about us description there too if you have that. I'm gonna delete all this. I don't need all of this in my footer, but you can. I'm also going to delete the subscribe button because I already have a Lightbox and I already have two other email captures. Now, I'm obviously going to delete this too, but what I am going to keep is the social bar. And I'm going to center it. There's the center. And I'm going to drag the footer down. Now, depending on what you do, I'll show you an example of my social media marketing site that with a footer that looks professional, depending on whether you're e-commerce or you want to do for business. But this is how my footer looks on my social media marketing site. So it's pretty professional. Obviously, you have it's my slogan: new ideas for growth. You can contact me, and when people click this, it goes to my email. I have my Instagram linked, all my social linked. You can reach me on my business phone. You can also email me, and it gives me authenticity with it says my LLC with all rights reserved. It's also it's a little bit different. You can kind of play around with the footer designs. You'll see that this one's kind of like grained. So when you do that, you can literally just change the footer design right here, and play around with whatever one you like. Maybe you like checkered, maybe you like blue, a different color. You can obviously choose those. I'm not going to choose any of them for right now. What I am going to do is drag this down slower. Don't know why it's... Alright, well, that's why. 'Cause I'm trying to drag it down. You have to drag the footer up. That's right. And drag it up, and it will shrink. And boom. And so when you set your social links, if you're keeping them wherever they are, all you do is hit set social links. And then I like to change these. So what I'll do is I'll click it and I'll hit replace icon because you don't want the gray one. You want it to draw people's attention in. So I'll just change it to the Facebook blue one. I'll click Twitter. Maybe you have a Twitter. I'll replace the icon with the colorful icon. There's a bunch of icons in here. And just for the sake of doing this for you guys, I'll do it here. Where's Twitter? There's Twitter. YouTube. Obviously, if you want to add icons, you add icons here. So maybe I'd add Instagram, and then I would replace the YouTube just like I did on my other site, because these are the four that I use. You might use other ones, and that's totally fine. Maybe use Google Plus. Maybe you want LinkedIn on yours for sure. Maybe you have a SoundCloud. Maybe maybe you have Yelp. Whatever the case may be, there's a social icon in here for it. If not, you can just add an icon, or you can just literally add a small little picture and literally manually link that. It's very, very simple. That's why I love Wix. It's drag and drop, but it also has some complexity to it. So you can do a bunch of things that are advanced, but it's very simple techniques. And obviously, when you click one of these, right here on the side, you can just literally switch the link right here to a web address and put your own Facebook address in there. That's how you do it, guys. That's how you set your your social links up. Just to kind of show you, if I wanted to link something, like say for whatever reason you wanted to link this text, or you wanted to link a picture, it's the same format with anything else. You go here, you click the link. I already went over this, but just to reiterate, and then you'd paste the URL here, and then when someone comes to your site, and they'll see that it's underlined, and obviously that link will be clickable. So that's how you do it, guys. That's setting up the footer so that it's professional. Now, obviously, if you purchased it yearly, you can get a free domain, and you're totally entitled to that through Wix. And I would definitely encourage you to do that. But I also recommend, I don't purchase it yearly, and I also recommend that you don't either. Because I do have Google AdWords, and I'm actually going to make a point to write that down right now too. Discount. And I will have that linked in the bonus lectures for you as well. So check the bonus lectures for the Google AdWords discount link, because you guys can get, I think it's up to $100 off of, I'm not sure which one they're running, but I do have links, specific links for Google AdWords that get you at least $75 free Google AdWords. Potentially, I think it might be 100, 125. I'm not sure the exact number. But with that being said, you only get 75 with the premium year plan anyway. So you can go the year route if you want, but I like to go the monthly. It's a little bit more expensive, but then you kind of know what your monthly payment is, and it's just easier to calculate in my opinion. And then I go to GoDaddy, and I literally can search something. So in my case, when I went premium, I would maybe want something on the puppies niche. So maybe I would say, when you're searching for keywords, a lot of you're going to want to go as broad as you can, but long tailed, because literally most 1 and 2 keywords that you're going to be able to search for are going to be taken. That's just the reality of it. So I would maybe say like puppies are life, and we'll see if that is a domain. And yes, puppiesarelife.com is available for $11.99. That's actually pretty cheap. Sometimes you get them for like $8. Sometimes they're like $19.99. The cheapest I ever saw one was like $5.99, I think, one time. But I'd go ahead and purchase this. I will do that, when it's completed. And that's the way I would do it. I'd add a cart and I'd buy it from GoDaddy, and then that's how you get your domain. And then if you need any help setting that up, there's a walkthrough service on Wix where you actually set it up. And there's also a walkthrough service on GoDaddy. But obviously, if you have any questions setting up your domain, just email me. I'd love to help you out. It's very simple. It seems daunting, but it's very simple. Trust me. So I'll have those linked in the bonus lectures for you, the Google AdWords discount. But I'll also have GoDaddy linked. I have an affiliate link for GoDaddy. I'll link that in the Word document. I don't make much on it, but what the hell. I'll put a Word document attached to this lecture. You can click this Word document attached to this lecture. I'll actually attach the Google AdWords to this Word document as well too, so you can get it there as well. You get your free voucher for Google AdWords, and you can click the GoDaddy if you want to go that route. That's the route I recommend. Like I said, you can go the Wix route if you'd like. They're both phenomenal ways. GoDaddy is what I prefer. Obviously, you can go to a different site. Namecheap's a great one if you really like. There's a bunch of other ones you can buy on Google. Google, I think it's, yeah. So those are two that I recommend outside of GoDaddy, but I just use GoDaddy. It's what I've trusted and used, ever since I started. So that's that, guys. That's, setting up your footer. We've gone through the process of creating pages and every little intricacy. If you have any questions with anything that I've gone over, or anything that I didn't go over, or anything that you'd like to see me go over, please let me know. But that's footer, domain. And then the very next thing after the domain will be making sure that your site is mobile optimized. So the way that you do that is you're going to go back into the editor, and you're going to hit this little button right here. And you'll see the mobile version of how it looks. And you'll see the little menu bar pop up here. And sometimes it shifts it around, so you're literally just going to want to drag it down. Sometimes this happens, sometimes it doesn't, but obviously I want my my capture up here and my videos below that. You might have to play around with it and drag it a little bit. In Mobile Editor, it's really, really simple. But that's basically it, guys. Oh wait, this was supposed to go down here, and this goes here. This is the white. If you can't see it, it's right there. I'm actually gonna, what you can do is if you want to hide something on mobile, but you don't want to hit it on desktop, because obviously this is white and you can't see it when you're on desktop. You need to see it when it's white. I'm just literally gonna hit hide element, and that way people won't see it on mobile. That's something that you can do too. Then I'm gonna drag this up and drag this up, and that's that, guys. And Mobile Editor's done. Obviously I'm gonna fill all this stuff out. Want to go down to your footer and make sure your footer's um, centered. Drag this down slightly. Oh, never mind. Going to actually replace that. Drag this up. And then we'll drag this up. Oh, too far. May know about the centering. All right, but that's mobile editor, guys. That's why I teach you to do last. You don't want to edit in mobile. You just want to kind of make sure that everything looks okay in mobile. Maybe I'll actually drag this down slightly more. But that's that, guys. That's mobile editor. Then you obviously want to save it. I would go through every single page on mobile editor, just kind of make sure that it looks okay in mobile, because a lot of your traffic, especially if you're generating traffic with like Instagram and stuff like that are primarily on mobile devices. Obviously, first and foremost is desktop, but you're going to want your site mobile optimized. So I would go through every one of my pages and make sure that they're mobile optimized. Just kind of edit them and make sure that they're centered and everything looks okay. It's very, very easy. Every once in a while you'll get something where you have to play around with, but it's very simple. It's not difficult at all. With that being said, we're going to move on to ranking on Google, getting yourself found in search results, and so you can start building your SEO. And we'll get into that in the next lecture.